Welcome to Din's Talk, the space where soul wisdom meets bold action. I'm Mia Dins, your host, here to ignite your fire, help you claim your power, and guide you to take unstoppable steps towards your dream. Every episode is designed to awaken your purpose, fuel your passion, and spark transformation in your life. It's time to step into your truth and never stop. Let's dive in.
Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another episode on Din's Talk. And thank you for tuning in, taking your time. I wanted to share a beautiful client testimony story, but also it relates to my personal story. And I can only imagine it will resonate with someone out there who's listening. And this comes down to unprocessed emotion. People call it trauma. I like to call it unprocessed emotions because trauma is such a big word and it's always like, I feel like it has this negative connotation because unprocessed emotions could also be something, positive, perceived as maybe excitement or too many things that change, for example. But I wanted to share the story with one of my clients, and she's also happened to be my best friend that I work with in my quantum embodiment. What we realized, we share a similar story about sexual abuse in childhood. And it's interesting that we both have worked, I worked through it on a conscious level years back. And it's interesting because even though you bring it all to the conscious, but there's still a lot of suppressed things in the body, of course, as you can imagine. And these layers can only show up when your body feels safe. However, coming back to the client, what she experienced, like she is a high achiever, businesswoman, very determined, very disciplined. It's amazing because she did all the things all the years, right? She's very confident, taking pride in herself, like very much wants to do the things and masculine and driven and disciplined, determined. And she has done PT for years and running, and she has always been good with her eating, like always being conscious about that and doing this and that and changing, cutting sugar. And of course, she had a lot of changes going on in her life as well, right? Transitioning out of a toxic relationship, changing the environment, letting go of old identities and all these things, but still things wouldn't move. She always had this problem with her lower body. She would be very conscious about it. Her lower body carries more body fat and water retention. And all her life, she would not feel confident about her booty and her legs. And it would just be like, would be a thing, right? And she would try so hard, guys, for 20 years. You can only imagine, and more, like trying, and doing energetic work and psychology and things like that. But what we realized when we worked in the quantum embodiment is that the reason why she's still holding on is because there's obviously the unprocessed emotion, like from the sexual abuse, the trauma, that her body wasn't feeling safe to let go. It's a protection. It was protecting her from sleazy men or even inviting in this masculine energy and this feeling, right? That's why the body built this protection field to not be attractive, because she also shared with me that she never allowed herself to be fully attractive and to fully shine and be a Leo woman, do that because also of other things that were unprocessed from her childhood, but that the lower body is like, right, it's also connected, the sacred womb space, also connected to the sacral chakra, which is about our survival as well, and the lower body parts, right, survival and protection and feeling home and feeling safe in our bodies, but also really the foundation of our identity, and a lot of ancestral stuff or relational stuff is stored there, and shame. And right, when it comes to sex, there's a lot of shame in general in the collective field about that topic, and that really was the point for her to release. That's how deep, on a cellular level, her body would have never allowed her to have the body she wants. No matter how many squats she does, no matter how many PT sessions, no matter how many supplements, no matter how much she's going running or even starving herself, whatever women do to get the body, right? Whatever we do. And all these like sabotaging things, it would have never worked. Never worked. So now the beautiful thing is we opened that up, the little Pandora box. We actually working now on the recalibration of her cell body to feel safe. So we start with like self-love, talking to the body cells, like allowing it to be safe, creating an environment where her body feels safe, her nervous system is actually resting and allowing. And obviously that also ties into her relationship with her current partner, her soulmate, her love of her life, to actually create this beautiful space, and though her nervous system can feel safe. So actually also working together, that her womb space can start to release and let go. And it had already started this process in the midst of it, and she starts to release and feel so much better. She can do a lot more. She can hold more capacity for her work, for her being, but also her body starts to change and starts to actually really tell her what she needs. And she starts to feel more attractive, confident. I can see the change already happening. She wants to dress differently because she knows herself to be attractive. She knows it's safe. Like before, her nervous system was calibrated with when she's attractive, it means it's danger. Someone will come and invade her and violate her sacred space. And isn't that crazy? Of course, this is now a big example here with sexual abuse. I'm not saying that everybody experienced that and you now have a trouble with your lower body holding on. This is not it. But it could also be as simple as you obviously a people pleaser maybe, and you always where someone your boundaries are not there. Always people would invade your space. It's just the energy of invasion that your body is taking on and is then signaling, like your cells are signaling this, and it means like, oh, hold on. Don't do that. It's like protect, another layer of water, fed, And this is incredible when you start to understand your body. This is how deep we go. This is quantum embodiment, guys. This is what I'm talking about, what I can not stop talking about because it's so powerful. And it took me so long to get there. Although, the body was like my biggest struggle theme or my thing, my entire life. And I was working on the outside so much, always pushing, doing more things. But it was actually, I never created the full space for my body to time. And now a lot of things happening and shifting. And I love this journey and the story about Sara because it's so powerful. And also I can relate with my own personal story. But I know that there are women out there who experience the same. And as I said, it doesn't need to be the sexual abuse. It could be like just the invasion of anything or your boundaries, or you just cannot say no. Put yourself first so your body doesn't feel safe, and you just need to create a space where your body can fully be and feel safe and feel seen. And it starts with simple things. It is simple but not easy because we are recalibrating here, so that will take some steps, guys. This will take things that make you feel uncomfortable first, especially for high achieving women out there. You are so used to pushing, to plotting, to doing more, to holding space for everybody. But at the end of the day, you have nothing left for yourself, right? Yeah, exactly. And how are you supposed to hold the capacity for more? If you also want to grow your business skills or improve your relationship or whatever it is, you have not the capacity. Your body is depleted. You cannot hold that. And I know it is frustrating AF because you are so determined, you are disciplined, and then other people who don't do that, who are actually flowy, they don't have that problem, right? Right. Because their nervous system feels safe. Your nervous system is on fight or flight, honey, and you cannot keep going with that. You can absolutely not go. I mean, you can, but you will never get where you want to be, and you will never hold what you want to hold, what you're actually here for. And I don't want you to experience that. So that's why I shared this beautiful testimony and story. But there's something that is blocking you very, very deeply on a cellular level, very deep, that you haven't been able to get there yet. You haven't been able to see. Until you see it, nothing will ever change, no matter how much you do. And that is so frustrating. And you don't have to go through this. So if that resonates with you, leave me comments below. Share your story. Share with anybody who needs to hear it. And if you want to know more information about the quantum embodiment, or if you want to find out how you can actually start going there, shoot me a message. I am so happy to hold that space for you, to be here, to activate that within you, to help you to not go through the same cycles over and over again, to never get out of it, and to actually save you some really good time and to collapse some time. Like, it's time now. Time that you allow your body to speak to you. It's time for you to create that space, to find and release that block. It's like you're carrying a suitcase with you filled with rocks your entire life, and now it's time to let this go. I'm so grateful for your time that you spent with me. Thank you so much, and I cannot wait to hear from you. Until next time, love you.
Thank you for tuning in to Din's Talk. I hope today's conversation sparked something within you. Remember, you have the power to align with your soul, take bold action, and live a life fueled by passion. Don't forget to subscribe, share with others, and leave a comment if this episode resonated with you. And as always, do it, never stop. Until next time, keep claiming your fire and your power.